Yes, people. We are live, blood. We are back again. Episode 6 of the North Bank, fam. You understand? Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. You get me? Obviously, last week, no episode. You understand? I'm gonna be real, blood. I conked out, fam. You get me? Blood. You understand? I sent Potsy the link, and I must have woke up at like 2:45, and I was like, "Yo, Pots, blood, man, just yo, fam, mad thing, blood." You get me? But we are here this week, blood. You understand? Whole gang in tang. You get me? Deluded, Potsy. You don't know the vibes. Make sure you subscribe to the man them. Link in the description as always, blood. You get me? I ain't seen the man them for a while though. Let me check in on the man them, blood. You get me? Deluded, what you telling me, bro? I ain't seen you for a minute.
It's been a minute, man. There, man. You know, our team's doing what we need to do. It's the international break. It's boring, but other than that, I'm sweet, my dude, man. I'm good, man.
Potsy, man, left you hanging. Pause. My bad.
Come on, man. Do you know what? It's a sign of old age, bro. I'm getting the same. I get on my sofa and it's like, oh, I'm gonna conk out. But no, it's a pleasure to be back on, man. I'm freezing. I don't know about you guys. Like, is it got the temperature's gone, man? The summer is.
You might be ill, man.
Yeah, you might be ill because the sun are beating northwest.
Yeah, it's kind of hot today, man. You might be ill.
I'm an Essex boy, and so I'm, it's like down here. But look, it is what it is, man. And I'm on my what day am I? Day 11 of my detox. Me and Julian lost bare weight, bro. Can't lie.
What are you doing? I'm shooting.
Yeah, man. I am. Yeah.
What's
you know
that?
it. 14 days.
Explain to the people, Potsy. I know what it is, but explain what you're doing.
Yeah, 14 days detox, right? All you have is water and coconut water and vitamins, no food. My last meal was the 29th of September, man. Real talk.
Big up you, but fuck that, man.
Yeah, it's mad. I had 3 days of hell. But after that, I don't know, you kind of get used to it and your body sort of tells you that you're in ketosis and then it starts eating your body fat. So you're basically, it has nothing more to fuel off of because you've got no food. So it takes all the bad stuff out of you. So basically it's a detox. It sounded absolutely horrendous, but in 11 days, I've lost 1 stone, 2 pounds. So
decent, man.
It's mad. Yeah, it's mad. Absolutely crazy. I don't do kilos and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm in stone. I'm old school, but yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I don't do the kilogram thing neither, but I'm on a stone thing. I'm not gonna lie. But...
Yeah, I'm stones. I'm stones.
Or the pounds. Yeah, like the pounds is the American thing.
Yeah. Well, I weigh a lot more than Julian. Julian's smaller than me, but yeah, me and him both lost the same weight. He's lost exactly the same. I think he's lost a stone as well in 11 days, which is crazy. So yeah, we finish at the weekend, and then we're gonna get back onto kind of healthy eating. It's about time, man. I've had my fun eating what I want, drinking what I want. I've ballooned, so now it's time to come back down again, man. I'm like a yo-yo, do you know what I'm saying? Go up and down.
Fair play, man.
I've done that. I've done it as well, blood. It's a mad thing still. The first is true. The first 3 days is a bit of a mad thing. But when your body gets used to it and gets into the ketosis stage,
yeah,
it really is kind of easy, blood. You get me? And yeah, man, it's what I did it to like detox. You get me? Like it was like I was like, yo, I'm at the time I was like, I did it in America, so I was drinking a lot. You understand? Because I was coming home and the youth them's in England, my gal's in England. So when I leave the studio, I'm talking to no one, blood. You understand? It's just me in the apartment. So the way I would get through it was to sit down there, ras off my zubi, but go through bottles of Hennessy, blood. You get me? To the point where my piss smelled like shit, blood. You get me? Like it was all stinging me when I was pissing, blood. And I was like, yo, I need to like, you understand, do something about it. And because obviously I know RAMSEY and them man there I met them on the pre-season tours and everything. So they always said to me like, yo, we need to do like a detox for you troops. Like, yeah, And at that point I did it, got back on my water thing. And blood, it was the best thing man ever done, bro. You get me? It's like a reset, blood. You get me? But I was also drinking cucumber water. So
that's good for you.
Yeah, blood. That one there, blood. You understand? You get your powers and them thing there. If you know, you know. You see me? But them thing there's good to do still. I'm not gonna lie. Water fast and them thing there.
I'll leave that to you lot, man. I want to try it one day, but yeah, man, that sounds like hell right now.
Blood,
Got
Yeah,
my
blood.
food way
I
too.
was craving. I was craving. Do you know the worst days are actually for me was the PSG game and the Southampton game. That for me was a real struggle going up to football, like surrounded by food and pubs and stuff. And I'm like,
Can't have nothing.
bottle of water for me. That was hard. That was the hardest thing. And do you know what's mad is you're walking around, you don't actually realize how much energy you burn up at football. Like even when you're just walking around, getting to and from stations, like getting involved in everything, doing your filming your fan cams, your interviews, and it's like I'm actually knackered. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's one of those, man. One of those.
Yeah, you get a couple miles in when you go football still. I'm not gonna lie, blood. Especially if you're in upper tier, it's peak for you. You got that, you got them stairs and everything there. Where you're
Going into the mountains, man.
You get me? I'm lucky. I got hospitality, so I got the escalator. I'm all right, man. I swear. Trust me, fam. But man, them obviously international breaks are never that quiet for Arsenal. You get me? There's always something going on. You get me? Last international break, it was Odegaard getting injured and Calafiori, and I think even who else was it? I think it was just them two, no? Just Calafiori and Odegaard, I think. I don't think it was anyone else. But this international break has turned into the transfer international break, blood. You get me? Like this one is all about transfers, blood. You get me? Who the fuck knows what November's flipping international break will be about, blood? You get me? We're gonna find out. You understand? But this one, it's all about like the main news coming out over this one is all about movement, blood. You get me? And targets for certain sides. You understand? And the main news, the main talking point: William Saliba is wanted by Real Madrid. It's not a rumor; it's a fact, blood. You get me? They want him. He is the main target, and they will pay whatever Arsenal want them to pay, blood. You understand? They've reached out to Saliba's people. Saliba's flattered to be linked with them, but he's concentrating on Arsenal right now. You understand? He obviously contract runs till 2027 summer, so we are in a good position when it comes to the contract situation. Me personally, man, them I know like he's their main target for the upcoming summer, but for me, I'm not worried about it this summer. You get me? It's the next summer that I start to worry, blood. You understand? Because I think the age of Saliba is what goes in our favor. I think if he was older, then I think there could be a high chance we lose him at the end of the season. You get me? Whether we win the Premier League or not, there if he was 25, 26, I think there's a chance that we could lose him, blood. You get me? I think because of the age he's at now, he still has a lot of his career to play. He still has a lot of time to win the biggest trophies in world football. You get me? But if we don't win a trophy this year, do you lot think that he will start to look over at a Real Madrid?
No, man. Naturally,
it's true, Brad McCarthy. Look, we've seen it happen before. Yeah, Fabregas, Van Persie, Henry.
But you said it. What was the man's ages? Yeah? You said it there. What was the man's ages?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And we didn't have a competitive squad troops around then. Like I do think naturally one day
Fabregas we did.
Not like what we've got now. We had a couple of league shouts, but not like we have now. We all knew Wenger's selling our best players. We're not necessarily doing that now. You know, we've got a young manager, we've got a young team that we're all developing. Personally, I've made peace with the fact that one day he's going to go Real Madrid. It's probably going to be our first 100 million plus sale. I think you said it earlier, where basically right now we don't really have to worry. He's 23, just scratched the surface. But for me, the longer we don't win them trophies, and if time goes on and he gets to them 25s, 26s, 27s, naturally he's going to have to say one love Arsenal. I've only got one career. Real Madrid is Real Madrid. I don't think anyone could turn them down. You know, Alaba and Rudiger and all these guys are of a particular sort of age. So naturally it will go. But I don't think for the next year or two we've got to worry about.
And twerking for him. You got Rudiger coming out and twerking for him, saying that
exactly. It's mind games. It's all mind games
in the world right now.
Yeah, man, it's mind
And
games,
then when
man.
he goes to France, he's got Chouameni in his ear, pause. He's got fucking Camavinga. He's got Mbappe now as well, blood. You get me? The one of them, I say, yo, look what we had over Yasayana. Yo, you must Champions League me win. You can't even win a fucking, you can't even win a cup, blood. Yeah, a Carabao Cup, blood. Yeah, look, 10 Hag winning trophies in your ends, you know. Yeah, over here, we win everything. You man can't beat Man City.
He'll go there one day, man.
Like, you understand? Like, you have to, because players will do that, bro. You get me? When they see these links now with the thing, that is actual serious. He's an international break right now with their man there.
Yeah. He'll go there one day,
you
man.
You see the confidence is drained. He just went,
yeah. No, I'm cool, man. I'm cool. Like, I'm actually cool. I've made peace with the fact that one day Saliba's going to go Real Madrid, bro. Like, we wanted good players. They're linked with wavy teams. Real Madrid's Real Madrid. I can't regret
I don't want my players linked with wavy teams, blood.
Huh?
I don't want my players linked with wavy teams when we ain't
winning. They're not going to be here forever. As long as you win some trophies here, go do your thing, be our first 100 million plus sale. We're moving, in it. The longer we keep being the nearly men in the title race and Champions League's a long way away, then we have to ask questions. But at the end of the day, they got to put down money, and Real Madrid can buy anyone. They've spent the bag on Chouameni and Camavinga, but lately they're doing the free agents thing, man. They've registered their interest. They're definitely, positioning themselves to grab him, pause when the time's right. But I'm not worried for the next season or two. Beyond that, boy. Like I said, I made peace a long time ago that he will play for Real Madrid. Like, it's football. I've seen Thierry Henry leave, bro. Like, what happened now? Really? If he goes, he goes. Just make sure you find the next one, innit? We keep it moving.
Nah, listen, man, he's going to go, but it ain't going to be this summer, in my opinion. The only thing we can do, though, is win something. We've got to win trophies. We've got to offer him something he wants to actually be on. If you look at the Real Madrid players and they're in that caliber of him, they're all on 400,000 euros a week. So that means we're going to be having to put him on, 350, something like that, a week.
He's on 190 right now.
190. So we're going to have to easily make that more. We're going to have to put it towards 350 for him to want to stay and also win something as well. And I'm talking about picking up major honours, not you win the Carabao Cup finally and everyone gets excited. Now everyone signs extensions. He's got to be available for allowing us to show him that we can actually win trophies with this guy, because there's no point saying, no, look, stay with us in the next 5 years. We're going to win everything. Like, you actually have to be big up Roms, man. We're going to actually have to get to a stage where we're consistently winning major honors, bro. And I hope and I pray that it's going to be him here for a long time. I believe he's going to go Real Madrid, but I think he's going to be 27, 28 when he does it.
What if we don't win a trophy this year?
Then we might have to look at it. Do you know what? We don't want to say this, but he's got 2 years left at the end of this summer. He's got to either sign a contract or we might have to.
That's what I'm saying. Imagine we don't win a trophy this year, and then he's like, yo, I don't want to sign. You know what? Madrid are lurking. Yeah, I'm gone. Guaranteed trophies. I can go to my French man. Them. For me, it's
there we go.
I'm like, obviously, it's for me, it's not like, oh my god, we're gonna sell Saliba. Oh my god, we can't do this. I understand football, innit, blood. You get me? These things happen, bro. Like the Luda said, I've seen Henry leave my club, blood. You understand? I was of mind, body, and soul when he left the club. It burnt. You understand? I see Vieira leave the club, blood. You get me? I see Perez get substituted in the Champions League final, blood. Yeah, and Alex fucking Haleb stayed on the fucking pitch, bro. Yeah, and he brought off Robert Perez, which was the reason why he left the club. That's when he made his choice and I'm gone. Villarreal, here I come, bro. And we saw what he done that next season. You understand? But I understand that Saliba will leave. For me, I don't have the confidence in the club going out there and getting me a player as good as Saliba. Because guess what, blood? There's none.
They don't come around often, man.
I think we lose Saliba, we're in trouble. I believe we are in trouble. Here, man. Gabriel can't do it by himself, blood. Yeah, you understand? Like, I don't know what we're gonna do. We're gonna it might be a thing where we're gonna have to move Timber into centre back, and then Benny Blanco goes right back. But the way he's dealing with Benny Blanco, it's like he's kind of like Timber's kind of. You get me? Like I don't know, blood. Benny Blanco situation is looking to me like I think he's gonna be dropped, blood, because Calafiori's fit now. He's gonna put Calafiori left back. Timber has to play in this defense, bro. I don't care what anyone says. Timber has to play, bro. So then Benny Blanco's taking the hit. You get me? Benny Blanco gonna be on the bench this season. Yeah. Then what happens in the summertime? You get me?
Look, man, I think at the moment Timber 100% is looking like he can't be out of that team. Calafiori, I've liked. I think sometimes he needs to calm his head a little bit. And I think I'll be playing Timber left back, Ben White right back still.
That's what I
And
would
then
do.
allow
But
Calafiori,
Arteta is going Calafiori left back.
It looks that way.
Timber right back.
It looks like, and you know, there's a lot of people saying Ben White's going to get the Ramsdale treatment and he might have to go.
He is. I'm telling you, that is Arteta's ruthless, bro. That's one thing I like. That's one thing I like about him, though, is that he's ruthless. I like that, but I think he's ruthless with the wrong players, because there is a high chance we lose Saliba. Yeah, so you want to keep the players like Ben White on side. You get me? Because if you can't, out of him and Timber, I'm playing Timber at centre back. For me, when Ben White goes to centre back, he turns into Ben Shai. Keep him at right back. He's one of the best in the league when he's at right back, bro. You get me?
No, I agree with that. Yeah.
So you want to keep him on side. You understand? You don't just want to, you get me? All that he's done for you, you're just going to, okay, cool. Here's my new toy. Yeah, wallet.
Different horses for different courses, though, man. Like, boy, like I'm loving the depth that we got. Us Arsenal fans, we always do this. Like, we always scream for depth. One player comes in, the other one's out. Then their time's kind of done. I hear what you're saying with Benjamin White, but I don't think he's got nothing to worry about.
Ben White ain't done nothing to be dropped.
There doesn't have to be anything different. You don't have to do anything wrong. It could just be different game states, man. Like, this could be what Arteta wants to do, and it's working, bro.
Do you not think Calafiori in the defense is better than having Timber at left back? Or that
for certain games,
man. Right back, because
for certain games.
Which games?
Depends, man. It depends what kind of
the games. Who would you go with? Because me,
I mean, naturally, I like Calafiori and Timber right now, man. I can't lie. I think they both invert. I think I like the developing partnership potentially with Timber and Saka. I like what Calafiori is doing down the left-hand side, and obviously it's helping Martinelli. But like Dan said there, I personally think Calafiori could improve a little couple things defensively. I think he can get a bit too emotional in the game, not look over his shoulder and that. That's probably where you put Timber and then bring Benjamin White back over. But bro, Ben White's had so many injury issues in the last few weeks, even around the City game. Calafiori, Timber, and Ben White all had knocks. We need them all, man. If you want to play, make sure you need to play, man. This is what we want. And it kind of goes back to the Saliba thing. If we want to be the big dogs in this league, there's going to be a reality where we have bench players that are on significant sums, man. This is what we wanted. If you want to play, make sure Arteta's got no reason to leave you out, man. When you get your chance, grab it.
Let me tell you why I feel like we have to play White, Saliba, Gabriel, Timber. In the 3 games White, Saliba, Gabriel, Timber played, it was Wolves, it was Spurs, it was Villa. How many goals do you concede? None.
Sheets, mate.
Yeah. Since we've changed it, how many have we conceded? 2 against City, 2 against Leicester, 1 against Southampton. Now, fair, City was obviously with 10 men, but the other 2 games, the bottom of the leagues, man. We should be blasting those teams.
And if we're being totally honest, the banger that is scored by Leicester, the equalizer from Justin, Calafiori.
Yeah, he's not looked over his shoulder. That's what I was referring to. He's not looked over his shoulder, but the man's 22, man. Like, he's going to have to pattern up in it.
Getting on his back, pause. I'm just saying that the best defensive option, the best back 4, fact, is Ben White, Saliba, Gabriel, and Timber.
I like that, but then Arteta's been speaking recently a lot about having natural footers on either side. So that could be something. He keeps speaking about having natural footers. I agree with you. You know, Timber's obviously more polished up than Calafiori at this moment. Benjamin White might not be the greatest going forward, but he's quite solid defensively. I just think right now, Mikel Arteta wants natural footers on them sides. But there's a lot of football, man. Think about in the couple of shows we've done, the amount of talking points we've had them. We've only just got in October, man. Just let the best men win. I prayed for days like this. Do you remember when we had all of them options and everyone was shit? When we had Bellerin, when we had Cedric, when we had the Chuckle brothers in Chambers and Holding, when we had Marie. I don't even think David Luiz was dead, but he weren't levels. We wanted this, man. Look at the conversations we're having now, man. And they're all under contract.
You are right. I just think what we need to look at is what our best back line is. And I think Arteta will work it out. And Ben White, if he's got to fight for his place, then so be it. We're doing the same with Trossard and Martinelli. We've done the same with Tommy.
Is he allowing him to fight? Because he didn't let Ramsdale fight. So
well, at the moment, to be fair to it, Troops,
obviously he's had a little injury, but when he comes back, I know when he comes back, we're not going to see him in that side, blood.
Who, Benny?
Yep.
You'll see him, man. He'll get his game time, man. He'll get his game time.
Majority of the time, So the main back 4, his main favorite back four when he wants to say it's crunch time now. This is the best team that I'm putting out on the pitch. It's gonna be Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Calafiori.
I don't mind that. But then the ones on the bench, they help us close out games, man. That brings out the Tomiyasus and all these guys. But we ain't got time for individual feelings. I can't lie to you, man. If that's if them lot are in form,
look at the point now. But come on, deluded. But look at the point that Potts is making. We're conceding goals with this defense.
No, I hear Potts is bang on the money with that. Potts is bang on the money. I think again, we spoke in the last stream. I think we're too emotional at the Emirates. I think defensively we switched off, but we will concede them goals regardless of who's out there. Like the whole team needs to go back to basics, in my opinions, defensively. Like take away that Leicester banger. We've conceded some crap goals recently. Backs against the wall. I'm probably going to lean towards Benjamin White and, like you said, Timber on the left-hand side. But then again, we were down to 10 men and Calafiori was out there. I'm just happy to have these options, bro. I'll be real with you, man. I prayed for days like this. I don't really care about these players' personal feelings, man. I just care about the collective, man. I'll be so honest.
That's where I do agree with DG in terms of our strength and depth. It's a good decision to have to make for Arteta. I remember back in the Invincible days, people were never talking about how Cardiff and Wiltord can't get back in this side now because of Henry and Bergkamp. So we have to be realistic about it. At the same time, I think it's a great decision to have, but we've got to be careful. This is where his in-game management and man management is going to come in play, because his in-game management is going to be right. Ben White comes on and holds the game out. Yep, fair play, deserves a start. Now we can rotate a bit, but also his man management is, you are part of my plans. You are not just going to sit on the bench and rot. You are going to be massively a part of this, and you can get back into this side. That's what's going to need to happen for Ben White for sure, man. But look, when he comes back from injury, he might surprise, and he might be drop one of the other guys. We've got to wait and see how it plays out.
No, hopefully he's not. Hopefully you don't get the Ramsey treatment, blood. Because I know Arteta, bro. I can see this. The injuries just in its the injuries his way to, all right, cool. Here's my excuse. Bam. Yeah. Come on, guys. Look how the defense is playing. We are fucking winning, guys. We cannot.
To be fair, if these guys forms out the world and these guys are injured, then they're gonna have to hold that, man. Like they really are.
Big up my brother Lee Burnell. He says, big up troops and the man them. Can't wait for WA.
What's that?
WA, blood? What's WA, blood?
Shout out Lido. Shout
out Burnell, though. Big up Todd Miller. He says Saliba's 2025 chant. I like this guy's a dickhead, bro.
Fair enough, Saliba, man.
Big man thing. Big up Ashton. He says boring Arsenal has scored more goals than any other Premier League team in the last 3 games. 9 goals. Who said we're boring though?
Yeah, it's because people are calling us Paella Pulis again, aren't they? We only defend and all this
they
stuff.
They said City was boring the last season. Like, we're nowhere near City in terms of how they play. Who cares, man? We're not here to entertain. We're trying to win things.
Yeah, I don't give a shit, bro. More transfer news, man. Jacob Ramsey, the Aston Villa boy. He's been linked with us, Tottenham, and Newcastle. It's said to be Villa are willing to let him go for £50 million. What's your lot's thoughts on Jacob Ramsey? I think he's a baller still. I can't lie.
I'd rather Morgan Rogers, but he's a baller, man. Bring him. It's English and that. Bring him if
50 million.
Then you want him. What?
50
you think, where's he going to play? What's his position?
It's English, though, isn't it? It comes with it.
50 mil and where?
Comes with it, man.
What, 50 mil for cover?
This is the world we live in now, isn't it? Unfortunately, and that's a good point. Where would he play? You know, he can play as an 8, play as a 10. Can actually, I'm sure in their last game, he actually played that wide.
Is he the 10 that we need?
It's not kind of the 10 I want, but
I'd more play him.
I'd rather keep Ethan, real talk, because I've been excited by what I've seen. But
True.
Jacob Ramsey is a good player, but Villa can't really get him in the side. So why is he going to get in our side? Like, they're using him as cover. Like, he's not really playing, is he?
So would they even sell him then?
Nah, they willing. No, they have to make a decision on him this year because I think he's got 2 years left in his contract. 1 year will be summer. So
run that to the summer and get the price down, man.
This is the year. I
think there's other players, Troops. There's other players out there.
I mean,
I don't know if they're available. Obviously,
50 mil for me is crazy, bro. Like, are you
Musk can do that for 30-ish, man. If he,
man, mad fan.
Yeah,
man can't be telling me he's worth more than Smith, bro.
Nah, that's too much
for me. To be fair. Good point, to be fair.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He can't be going for more than $1 mil.
I like what I see in glimpses, but he can't hold down a first team place at Villa. So I don't see how he's going to do it at Arsenal unless he's happy to come and try and be a part of something. I don't really see where we need him right now. I don't think he's levels above some of the players we've got. If he's going to come in, he's going to be competition for Odegaard. But we've got Trossard and Ethan Nwaneri, who at the moment are looking good. I definitely believe that we needed an Eze type player for that position in the summer. But I think it's proven to me with Ethan coming onto the scene and also Trossard playing there that we can cover it. But yeah, I don't really know what his position is. He's not really an attacking 8. He's more of a 10, but he plays left wing for Villa quite a lot. So I don't really know where his position is holding down.
I think the best I've seen him play I think the best I've probably seen him play is a 10. That's what I've seen him do most of his damage. Edge of the box, linking the play between him and the striker. That's where I've seen him do most of his damage. That's why I see him more as a 10. But 50 million is mad, fam. I'm not going to lie, bro.
Yeah, I do have to do some haggling on that one.
Because you look at his stats, how many games did he play? I think he's played 114 games in the Premier League. How many goals? How many goals has he got? Let me check how many goals he's got, blood. Jacob Ramsey. Let's see stats. He scored this season.
Someone in the chat said he's injury prone. So if he's injury prone, that's the only thing that will turn me off being on signing.
His best season was 22-23. He got 6 goals and 7 assists. Last season he got 1 goal, 1 assist, 16 games. So the injuries kind of mash him up. He's young though. How old is he? 23.
Kind of need to start showing something at 23 though, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 50 mil for that, bro. That's a bit mad still.
Yeah, I do haggle that down. We can talk, man.
There has to be better options as well, blood. Because the Sesko link, that's still there as well. That popped up this week. I don't think Sesko's the option for me, though. For me, you're going striker, you got to go Gyökeres. If you're reigning a striker.
Isaac be the dream, man. I don't mind Sesko or Gyökeres, to be fair. Gyökeres looks like he fits what Arteta wants down to a T from a striker.
He's perfect, blood. People keep saying to me, oh, I thought Havertz was the guy, blood. I said, bro, it doesn't mean that Havertz is shit, blood, because man want to bring in a striker, bro. That's what top clubs do. You always bring in more, bro. You understand? Like, even Villa got Watkins and Duran. Is Duran shit because Watkins is there? Nope. You understand? That is the literal prime example. 2 bad boy strikers at the club. What's the problem? Back in the day, there was always like more than one striker at your club, blood. Now, for some reason, you have to have 1 striker.
Facts.
I don't get it, bro. Fucking wind me up, fam. You understand? But Odegaard, pictures that he was running this week. He's on that anti-flipping, what's it called? What's it called? Anti-Sutton treadmill. Like, yeah, it's not a real treadmill, but like you can run on it and you can
the anti-gravity thing.
That's it, anti-gravity treadmill. You get me? So we got that boost there, but he's not going to be back for Bournemouth. The man are saying rumors of Liverpool.
That's the one they're probably betting on, man. That's the one they're probably wrapping him up in cotton wool for, naturally, to play against Liverpool in some capacity, man. Whether he'd be able to start that game or come off the bench, I don't know, man. But we need our captain back. I know there's some talk with some Arsenal fans about how we look better without him. I think that's a load of nonsense, if I'm honest. But yeah, we need our captain back, man.
Yeah, man. Look, I want him to come back when he's ready. Because I actually been quite impressed by how we have got by without him. Don't get me wrong, I'm with DG. I actually do think we've missed him in certain games in terms of his creativity, his vision, his skill and technical ability. But we have done quite well with him. The last thing I need is to rush him back and then be out for a long, long time. So for me, I just want to get him back when he's ready. Be nice if he could be back for the Liverpool game. That would be nice. I think more realistically is November. I've always had penciled in November. I actually penciled in Marino for that time as well. He's obviously come back much earlier than expected, which is great. But we do need Odegaard for sure, man, because as much as I like seeing Trossard in there at the moment and Ethan Nwaneri coming through, He's by far one of our better players when he's on fire. So yeah, man, I think we need him. If we can get him back for Liverpool, that's brilliant, because what it does then is it allows him to then get a couple of run of games in, ready to be match fit for that big bulk of fixtures, which of course we're going to be talking about: Newcastle, Inter Milan, Chelsea, all the way. That's going to be a madness. So that's what we need him back for, man.
Because that run there, we need him back. Like, I don't know. Do you think? Do you not think we can deal with Liverpool without Odegaard? Because we went to City without Odegaard and did what we did. And bear in mind, we never had Marino. You understand? And Marino's he looked good in the couple little glimpses I've seen of him. You get me? I've liked what I've seen, blood. Do you think that we could maybe not, because it's the ankle, it's a techie one, isn't it, blood? Like, they could get him back on the pitch and then one little wrong turn, and you know what I mean, that pushes him it could push him 2 weeks blackbird. You get me? When you look at that run of fixtures we have with from the 2nd of November, so it's Newcastle away, Inter away, and Chelsea away, blood. You get me? That's you understand? We've already gone through a mad
game.
Yeah, blood. We already had a mad period of games when it was fucking Tottenham away, Atalanta away, and City away, and then these pussios are fucking running it back again, no pun intended, in fucking November, blood. My birthday month of all month, these son of a bitches, blood. You understand? That's how I know these men took me mad in my own birthday month. The man are real pussios, you know. You man are real just trying to ruin my fucking birthday month, you son of a bitches. But do you not think that we should maybe take our time with it? No pun intended. Again, you understand? But do you think we should? Because like Potsy said, we have been creating chances. You get me? We do have Marino back in the side. Trossard has stepped up. Martinelli's back in form as well. Havertz is doing his thing. You got Partey, who's looking better in the midfield as well. There are options right now, blood.
Go on, DG.
Yeah, we've got no choice in it. Like, injuries happen. Like, if he's not fit and he's not like properly fit and able to impact in the way, then we've got no choice, troops, man. Like, to answer your question, we've got no choice but to get on with it. You know, in the last 3 seasons, you know, whether we've won a title or not, which evidently we haven't, like, we've shown that we can get results without key players. So we have no choice. I'd rather him be there, but we have no choice. Like Dan said, we've coped with it. Whether, you know, I believe Odegaard should, you know, we're better with Odegaard or not, we've had to cope with it already. Like, that's Arteta's job. Once the window's shut in September, this is what you have, and this is how you have to behave. If worse comes to worse, and this is what you got available, you have to find solutions around it. Like with Odegaard gone, you know, we kind of changed the way we pressed. The only time I think we went back to organic pressing system was against PSG. So we're gonna have to get on with it. He's gonna have to find other solutions, man. You know, we've done a couple of these shows, and all of us have spoken about, you know, if anything prior to Odegaard getting injured, if anything happens to Martin, what we're gonna do. We've got our answer now, isn't it? Really, in my opinion.
Yeah, look, I think sometimes we get. I was really peeved that we didn't get a replacement for Odegaard in the summer, and it wasn't really a replacement for Odegaard. Of course, I'm talking cover. It was more a replacement for Vieira and Smith Rowe, because selling Eddie, Reece, Smith Rowe, and Vieira and only bringing in Sterling, I didn't think was anywhere near enough. Now, I never thought that Ethan Nwaneri would be this good and this ready this soon, and we still don't know if he is, but it's looking very likely that he will be. One thing I did not see at all was Trossard playing in this 10. And I've quite liked it. I've got to say, I actually do believe centrally he can offer us a hell of a lot, Trossard. So he has kind of come in and been that guy. And I think we can do without Odegaard for Liverpool. I've not looked at Liverpool yet and thought, wow. And I'll tell you why. Every single team they've come up against, I expected them to beat, including Forest, who they lost to. I've not sat back yet and gone, my God, do you see Liverpool beat Ipswich? Against Wolves, they beat them. They beat Brentford. They've had they've had a lovely few games. Yeah, Man United, but look at the state of them at the moment. So I'm not going too much on Liverpool just yet. I think he deserves credit, Arnie Slot. I think the biggest compliment I can give him is that we haven't seen the fact that Klopp's gone and no one's really talking about it. That's a massive compliment for him, and I'm sure he's a good coach, but I'm not getting too excited yet. Liverpool, I'm going to be talking about them in December, because if you've seen them fixtures, mate, whoo, my God, that's tasty for Liverpool. They've got Real Madrid, they've got Bayern Leverkusen, they've got Chelsea, Newcastle, Arsenal, and the Merseyside derby. It's going to look very tricky for them in the coming weeks. If they can get through that unscathed, I won't just say, oh, yeah, Liverpool look all right.
They got Madrid on my birthday.
Have they? Bro, I tell you this now, they've got the mad fixtures.
They got
If
Madrid.
they get to that Merseyside derby on the 3rd of December and they've gone through it and they're still sitting
Do you know
around
when it's
Arsenal City,
blood?
I'll say fair play.
Do you know when it starts? Yeah, it starts. If I'm being honest, it starts from when they come back from the international break now, because they got Chelsea at Anfield, then they got Leipzig away, then they got us away, then they got Brighton away in the cup, then they got Brighton at home in the league, then they got Leverkusen away. No, Leverkusen at home. Then they got Villa.
Alisson's out as well.
Yeah, then they got Villa at home. Then they got Southampton away. That's cool. Then they got Madrid at home. Then they got fucking City at home. Then they got Newcastle away. Then they got fucking Everton away. Then they got Girona away. Brother. Then Fulham at home. Okay. Then they got Tottenham away. Blood. Their whole period up until Boxing Day. Up until Boxing Day, because Boxing Day they got Leicester. Then they got West Ham on the 29th, and then they got Man United on the 4th of January. So up until the 21st of December, Liverpool's fixtures are actually fucking mad. And you're going to see if they really are what they say they are right now. You get me? Because the way their fans are moving, like their fans are moving mad. Oh, people say Arsenal got the best defense. We've conceded the least amount of goals in the league. Do all this shit. Bro, look who you've played. We've played Villa away, Tottenham away, City away, Brighton at home. They're the techie ones, I'd say. And they're techie games, bro. Who the fuck have they played? Forest at home. Fucking, who else? Fucking Ipswich. Come on, man. They're not, come on, bro. The fuck, blood. These man need to relax, bro. I know Rom's in there gonna getting his feelings. I give a fuck, bro. Fuck you and your team. You get me? You understand?
Yeah, Roms, man. Now, Roms knows, man. He was talking to me earlier about it. They got a mad run of fixtures, bro. And we're gonna see what it's like. Look,
man, fuck Roms, man. He chat shit on Twitter and social media, man. Don't let him try and do the
trust me. I see him running his mouth, blood. He shows love in the comments on YouTube.
Yeah. He's tell him to stop bedding, man. He said they're in a title shout as well. I screenshotted it before he deleted it. I'm onto him.
Pair of plums. You get me?
Yeah. Don't let it get, Dad. You're letting him get away with too much, man.
Yeah, maybe I am, man. Me and Rob's are calm, but yeah, you don't give me no shit, but you know how it is.
I'm onto it for life.
You get me? Fucking hell, blood.
Big him up, though, man.
We got the Chelsea man. He says, "Will Saliba leave if Arsenal don't win anything this season?"
I think if we get to this season, we were trophyless again, and he's got 2 years on his contract. I honestly believe we need to make a decision if he doesn't want to sign. And that's going to sound horrendous. But if this guy walks on a free or goes for 60 million the next summer with 1 year left on his deal, we've been done over. So if he says, look, I'm trying, but we ain't good enough to win this league, I'm going to go Real Madrid. Bit like Trent situation. Do you want one of them where he could go for nothing? Imagine we lose Saliba for nothing. Or imagine
Van Dijk, blood.
And Van Dijk and Salah. So look, heads need to roll at that club. I was speaking to Roms earlier on LB stream about it, man. It's an absolute joke that they've managed to get 3 of their best 4 players down to 1 year. So we now need to get to a stage where it's like, right, Saliba, the summer's here. Everyone thinks you're safe, but you've only got 2 years left because it runs out in 2 years. That means you need to either sign or we're going to have to sell you. What we're doing. So for me, I hope he stays. I really do. I hope he signs and it goes to, look, we get to a stage where he's 26, 27, I can have a conversation. If we get to a stage where he's 26, 27 and we won nothing, bye-bye, he's going to go. Because Van Persie did, Sanchez did, Ashley Cole did, Fabregas did. So it ain't going to be no different. And I said this about this youth project that we're doing for the 3rd time. Go win something, otherwise they'll all leave again. You get excited at the start, Fabregas, Van Persie, we're buzzing. And they're like, you're going to win something soon. Maybe, but just stick with us. It might happen. They're going to go, man. Saliba's no different. Especially when Real Madrid come knocking. If this was another club, by the way, if it's Juventus, I'm laughing it off. If it's AC Milan, if it's PSG, any of these guys. Bayern. Facts. Anybody else.
Bayern, I kind of be like, nah, we can hold him off from Bayern.
Bro, there's no other club, mate. Madrid. It's Real Madrid. That knock, man, is very different, which is why I think Trent might end up going. Because Real Madrid, mate, it's hard to say no.
Deluded.
Facts, man. Like, you know, again, we need to win stuff and win stuff quickly. You know, we've had this young, impressionable squad. It's very exciting when you're new to this. But as you're seeing, Saliba's established himself in the Prem for 2-3 years now. Obviously, Deschamps can't even talk nonsense for France. He's doing his thing, innit? So we need to win something, or Edu needs to start chatting to him from now to sign a new deal, or the inevitable is going to happen, man. We need to get him to sign a new deal. We need to be scouting another target to play ahead of him or instead of him if he gets sold, and keep it moving, innit? Like, this is it. Like, we've actually got lit players now. They're lit players, and they're in that, you know, as you know, from a financial point of view, if you're a young player and you're actually good, you're always going to want to sign new deals and maximize your earnings. You look at Saliba in the next year or so, or even from now, new deal for him. Saka's the same, and there'll probably be a bunch of others in the squad if we sat down and thought about it. So Edu needs to start working that one out, man, for me.
Yeah, I think definitely contract talks need to happen, bro.
Because
for me, I can't, like, for me, it's a matter of time until Saliba leaves. I'll be real with you, lot, blood.
Same.
Trophy or not, it's a matter of time, bro. You get me? It's the way Rudiger was twerking, this piece of shit, blood. You get me? Big up HP and Cams every time. But the way he was twerking, blood. Oh, yeah, I believe William Saliba is the best defender in the world. Yeah, and Gabriel as well next to him. It's not too bad as well. Yeah, you get me? Like, Saliba's probably sitting there thinking like, yo, Militao is Brazilian, you know? Like, this thing wouldn't even really change, you know? Like, I'm just changing location, to be honest, blood. Like,
sunny Spain.
You understand? I know definitely win a trophy at Madrid, blood. You get me? But I think that for me, more than anything, I think that we need to get him to sign a new deal. So, like, we come to like a gentleman's agreement where we say we're gonna let you go. You get me? We understand you want to go. It's Real Madrid. I mean, the big flashing lights. You understand? Not a lot of people get that knock. You understand? So you're privileged to get that knock. They have said that you're the main target. But what we want to do is we want to get what we deserve from you. You get me? We need to get a proper transfer fee. Never done it before. So this is the time to do it now. Sign the deal, but obviously we'll let Madrid know that, yo, we're giving him the deal, but when you lot come, bring this amount and boom, he can walk, blood. You get me?
Because I will say as well, yeah.
I think that we're in that situation now with Saliba, blood. Because now that they're knocking, they're sending scouts, they're making it known. You get me? They've approached his reps. He's already said that, yo, he's flattered, but I'm concentrating on Arsenal. But no matter what you say, he's a human being. His head is going to be, it's not going to be turned, like fully turned, but he's got a little, yo, Madrid, you get me? Any little slip from Arsenal, and it's like his agent's in his ear, pause, yo, Madrid, blood. Don't forget that, like, yo, you know what I mean? So, in my opinion, I think that's the main thing that needs to happen now. We need to get him down with a new deal.
Yeah, listen, it's flattering. It's going to happen for him, right? It is, because I said to you right now, you've got all the money in the world. You've got to bring me a centre back. You're picking Saliba over anybody else, right? So you understand why Real Madrid want him. All I will say is, don't take these interviews he does too seriously, because I've heard this all before. I've been around long enough now to know that Thierry Henry said, no chance of my leaving this place. I love these fans.
Got one career, man.
There's only two clubs I'll ever play for, Arsenal and Barcelona. Then he wears a Chelsea shirt. So let's just remember that footballers are not always as loyal as they say they are in an interview. They can be mercenary, and they got to look at their careers. They got to look at their trophies. And Saliba might say, I love Arsenal, I want to be a legend here. But if you don't win trophies, he's going to go. The only way we do this is by keeping him on a long-term contract, is to give him the wage he deserves and win trophies. And you've got to do those two things simultaneously for me now. We've got to win a major this year. And I think if we win the Premier League this year, or Champions League, or both, dare I say it, dream, then he signs the deal, in my opinion. If we don't and we finish trophyless, we've got to have a horrible conversation in the summer about, right, what are we doing here? I know we didn't win again this season. You only got 2 years left. We need you to sign, otherwise you're going to have to go. And we don't want that. We just don't want that.
Facts.
It's a sticky one, blood. Pause. You get me? But yeah, man. I ain't really got nothing else, blood. I'm gonna lie. That's it, really. I've been looking. I'm like, I can't really find nothing, blood. I see the Sesko news, but bun Sesko, blood. You get me? What other thing? Yeah, that's it, really, blood. You understand? Oh, look, one more. Big up Kurt Chaos. My GG. He said, didn't Saliba say if Madrid wanted him, they could buy him on EAFC? Did he say that?
I don't know, man. People be making up fake. I'm not saying it's a fake tweet, but people be making up fake tweets and fake quotes of what people have said or not said. Like Saliba just needs to keep doing what he's doing because that's what's got him in this conversation. That's why we're having this conversation, just by improving and doing the business on the pitch, man. You know, it's really only been 3 seasons where you really announced yourself. And I would say in the last 2, away from Arsenal fans, people have fully accepted that this guy is amazing, man. So keep doing what you're doing. Buy him on. I'd hope Real Madrid prefer to buy him on FIFA than in real life, but yeah, I don't know if that's real, man. That super chat, it's a madness.
It might be.
You think we'll do anything in January? I wanted to ask you that. I know we're moving away from Saliba, but do you actually think we'll do anything in January? Because I feel like it would be superb to get in like Gyökeres or somebody like that, but I don't know if I can see anything happening, bro.
Probably get some goalies.
What's our best ever January signing? Probably Aubameyang, innit? And that only happened because Alexis left.
Trossard's up there, you know.
Arshavin's up there as well, man. That was one of my faves of recent times. Who else has there been?
It probably is Aubameyang, but Trossard's right up there.
Aubameyang, surely.
Yeah, it's got to be Aubameyang.
I mean, Adebayor technically was bought in January. RIP, yeah.
Yeah, I loved Reyes. But nah, it's got to be Aubameyang, man. I think Trossard well underrated. What a signing that was in January, by the way. But it's those 2 for me. Arshavin, look, he was quality when he came, and then it just faded off. But
yeah, it just went.
Remember them 4 goals, man. Them 4 goals at Anfield, I'll never forget that, man.
It just went sad for him, man. Boy,
he couldn't adapt.
Oh, we bring someone in January, though. I could only confidently say I think a couple of goalies or a goalie because we kind of messed about with that. I'd love a winger. I'd love one, but we got Sterling. I don't see us getting the Gyökereses and all these guys and the big ticket items in January. Hope to be proven wrong. Who doesn't want signings? But I think this is the squad from now to the summer. Obviously, God forbid if there's injuries and things that tip the balance, then we might have to act. Probably more outgoings, man. You'd imagine Tierney goes on loan. Maybe, you know, the Kiviors and Zinchenkos. I don't think they'll leave, but their futures will be subject to speculation. So who knows, man? But look what we're talking about. Talk about January and transfers. Well, we're only in October, you know. Like football hasn't really it's a lot's happened and it ain't really moved. Really, it's crazy.
I don't think we'll make a move in January. Ins or outs,
Maybe if there's a Trossard sort of deal to be done, you never know. But who really is there?
Because the last 2 seasons, we're supposed to go out in January and get that striker, go out in the summer window and get that striker, and we haven't. I got no faith in these, man. There's no chance in hell these men are going to spend like 80, 90 million in January. That's why they never did the Mudryk deal. That's why they moved to Trossard, because it was too much. If Trossard wasn't available for that money, we wouldn't have got Trossard. This man penny pinch, blood. You get me? Real talk, fam. They ain't gonna do nothing, blood. Big up Kurt KO said, I keep thinking if only we got ABBA 15-16. Bro, we were 1 striker away from the league title. Man went out and bought Czech, and that was it, blood.
Man,
that was it, bro.
We should have got Suarez that year.
PTSD kicking in, man.
Suarez was the year before.
Oh, yeah, it was. Sorry, that was the year before. Yeah,
Suarez was 14, 15.
Do you know what's mad, right? We were linked, right? We should... This is mad. Suarez that year, right, was the 13-14, where if you remember, we were actually top of the league on New Year's Day. Mm-hmm. And then we had the season after that.
When we went to Anfield and lost 5-1, we were 8 points clear.
I remember that, man. Remember that.
We were 8 points
clear. Do you remember when we had the season after that where we had, obviously you talk about the Petr Cech, and then we were linked with Van Dijk from Celtic and N'Golo Kante from Leicester, and we ended up with Mustafi and Xhaka.
Yeah, Xhaka.
Big up Xhaka.
And don't forget Lucas Perez.
Clearly wasn't rated.
Perez. Who was that brother that Unai Emery signed that we hardly ever played on the wing? Was that Suarez?
Dennis Suarez.
Suarez.
He was crap.
Dennis Suarez.
What was that all about, man?
Just signing players for the sake of signing players, man.
Bro,
genuinely, I think.
He played less games than fucking Kim Kallstrom.
Yeah. He was like one of those guys. What was his name? This striker we had, Park Chu-young. Remember him?
Yeah. We 2011, 2012. He scored in the Carabao Cup.
Marketing scheme.
Yeah, he scored in blood, I said that, yeah, and then somebody tried to say, "Oh, I'm being racist," and did it. I had to just tell them, like,
That's
bro,
a crazy reach.
like, you are reaching. Like,
That
the
is
reach was
reaching.
unbelievable, bro. You understand? I swear down, bro. I'm not even gonna
Clearly
say
a marketing tick.
because they don't even need to, like, you understand? You don't even deserve the free the free promo. You piece of shit. You get me? But yeah, it was an incredible reach, blood. You get me? But that was definitely a marketing signing to build our brand in
Over them sides.
Yep, because we never had a player from South Korea before. That was the first one. We had Japanese because we had
Miyachi.
even before that we had Inamoto.
Yeah, him as well. Yeah,
Junichi, bro. You understand? Like,
look at Spurs. They signed another South Korean lad as well.
Yeah, Takuma.
Yeah, Asano.
Yeah,
Real Madrid.
Next one.
Inamoto.
Yeah, marketing signings, man.
Yeah,
Inamoto. That was class signing. That was
man, like Junichi, blood. When we had Boamorte and them, man.
Memory lane.
Rolling back, man. Rolling back the years, bro. Rolling back the years.
Showing my age, blood, but with this hairline, you wouldn't believe it. You know what I mean? You get me? Madison wish he had this hairline, dickhead. You know what I mean?
Madison got a stray for no reason.
He can big stray. Big up man like Elliot. He says, big up Troops, Dan and Deluded, three of the great gooners of the Arsenal universe. Saliba signed the ting, big homie. Big up my Canadian massive blood. Trust me, G. Like, we accept he's gonna leave, innit? Just do the right thing, blood. You get me? Sign the contract, and you understand. Make sure that we get the proper readies that we deserve, blood. Because you get me. We've put a lot into you, pause. So we should get something back, blood. You get me? If we're not gonna get a fucking trophy, let's get some bread. Big up the Chelsea man. He says if Arsenal don't sign anyone in January, City will win the league.
Well, we could sign players and they could still win the league. So City probably gonna. I think City are gonna make a signing.
You don't think that though? If we don't make a move, do you think that will enhance City's chance? Do you think we have to move to win the league in January? Basically,
not necessarily. Like, it would make me a lot more confident, but we're not gonna get what we want.
Yeah.
What all three of us want, we're not gonna go and get the Isaacs, the Yokereds, the Is, and all of them guys. That so there's no point signing man that are not gonna move the needle. And we could do all of that and still might not necessarily win it. You look at the last 2 years, as great as City are, before we can point fingers as to how great and incredible City are, there were several points where we effed up our own thing as to not why we didn't win the league. So I don't know where that goes with that super chat.
Also, Man City might strengthen as well. Like, they're talking about Zubamendi coming in.
The blood, Liverpool in the mud.
But
imagine
Pep's over there as well.
Man said cover for Rodri. They're taking the piss, blood. Big up Chaos again. He says, just think Abba, Ozil, and Sanchez, and not that donkey.
Who's the donkey?
Giroud.
Oh, come on, man. That's a bit harsh. Giroud was underrated, to be fair. Underappreciated.
He was a donkey, bro. Nope.
Nah, come on.
We made him our first choice. We shouldn't have done that, man.
That 15-16 season, he was a donkey. But do you know what? You look back at his career and you think, wow. Like, look at his CV.
Cost us the Premier. Man cost us the league. Man cost Ozil the all-time assist record. Thank you, Arsenal. Fuck Giroud. Yeah.
Nah, man, you're doing too much, man.
Yeah, that's being harsh. He did off dirty for that one. I agree with you for the Chelsea thing, but he should have never been a first choice striker.
Yeah, I don't rate you.
Wenger was the issue, man. You're not buying a striker. That was insane. How he could not buy a span?
I think Potsy wants him on the fucking football's 12th man, blood. You get me? Because I think you're doing. I mean, he's absolutely.
Come on, man.
As an Arsenal fan, he did fuck all for Arsenal, bro. He was not one of our better players. He wasn't one of our clutch players. Alexis and Ozil carried that blood.
Yeah, a couple moments though, man.
Yeah, he carried him, blood. All he had was
a kick, bro. Scorpion kick, bro.
Bro, that bro.
He had a couple moments, man. Allow him, man.
You get me? Like, when I look at the games he played in, 2014 FA Cup final, Ramsey. 2015 Cup final, Alexis.
Scored a banger in that game as well, though.
2017 Cup final, Ramsey and Alexis. What has he done? A Community Shield goal. Whoopie fucking do, blood.
Nah, he scored an FA Cup final as well.
He done something for Chelsea. He ain't done nothing for man.
I only dislike him for that comment you made.
Cup final did he score it?
He did score in the FA Cup final.
What FA Cup final?
15-16, yellow kit.
Yeah, 15-16.
He definitely did.
No,
he definitely did.
14-15.
Whichever one we had the yellow kit when we played Villa.
Yeah, I was there. It's 14-15. Yeah.
Man, he weren't my favorite player.
Yeah, he made it 4-0, bro, in the 90-something minute.
I wanted to do not score. Allow him, man. He scored, bro. Allow him. He scored. Jukes, what's he done to you?
I said 1 minute. It was Alexis.
No, I like Giroud, man. I like Giroud. I don't like him for the Europa League celebrations.
Walcott got the fucking banger. Alexis scored.
Bro, I just said he scored. Theo did score a banger. You're right. Bro, I just said Giroud scored, bro.
With a header. And then this pussy scored in the 90th minute.
All I'm saying is Giroud scored, bro. Like
90th minute. It don't count.
Sanchez got the best goal that game, man. That was a banger.
Yeah, that was a sizzler. Bro, Giroud. All I said is Giroud scored, bro.
Moving like he got the nah. See how I forgot? Because it was
he scored. It didn't even mean. I'm not gonna lie. That Giroud now in this Arsenal team is part of the squad. We might do something.
Do you remember that goal?
Yeah, that's how I remember this goal, bro.
The Aston Villa team were even fucking concentrating.
Can't lie, that's one of the easiest FA Cup finals we've ever been in.
Exactly.
I can't lie. It was lovely being there.
When he scored, we didn't even know because we were all like, in the crowd, like. And then when he scored, we see him run off. We were like, what is for? Swear down.
Allow him, man. Allow him, man.
Bro, I swear to God, we didn't even clock, bro. We were there like, what? It's 4. We scored again. Who scored? Like, whoa, fam. You understand?
Allow him, man. Allow Giroud, man.
Big man thing, bro. Man never had a clue the donkey scored, blood.
He should have just never replaced Van Persie, man. Wenger shouldn't have lied to us.
I
to play with him.
I knew when fucking Alexis scored, blood. You understand?
Yeah, that was a banger.
I didn't know when that pussy scored. You get me?
Do you know what's mad about Giroud though? He left Arsenal when he won everything.
Yeah, he's a prick, bro. Absolutely.
How it goes, man. Can't blame him for joining Chelsea. It worked out. I can't lie, man. His career's been a movie. I can't cap. It's been an absolute movie.
Yeah. What he's done with his attributes and how he's used his attributes to win trophies, I think he's underrated. But is what it is. It wasn't my favorite player, so we go.
Look at this dickhead.
Big up Lewis, but
bro, I swear he's like a fucking.
Man.
It's like he has a radar. Someone's saying Giroud. Oh, there we go. I'm there.
Yeah, man. He's loving it. He's loving life. Big up to Lewis, man. But wow,
lad, I got to deal with this pussy tomorrow and fucking back again, blood. But that's it, people. You get me? Another episode down, blood. You understand? Big up the man them for their time as always, blood. You get me?
On.
Big up the mods them as always, blood. Big up the super chatters. Lewis, yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, you waste man, blood. You understand? I'm back later for the England game. Man's doing a watch along. And then 2:30 a.m. today as well. Man's doing the Jamaica game as well, blood. So two more pieces of content for your Clark, blood. You understand? I need to go, man. I have to have a nap after the fucking England game so I don't conk out for the yard game. You see me? But big up the man then. We'll be back again next week. Until then, you don't know the vibes, blood. Make sure Saliba signs that contract or it's riot time.
Come on.